You ready? Yeah. Good luck. What's up, y'all? It's your boy MimeFreak here at FreakTalk Podcast. I have somebody that's been monumental for my career personally. She's been a friend. She's been a partner with some things. And I'm going to formally introduce her. And it's she's been performing since 2008. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. We'll get there. Known as the original Pog, for all of y'all that knows that. Elegant Angels, Butt Woman. Archangel's first booty queen. I mean, once she first, She became a director and producer with Jules Jordan Video. Countless XBiz awards. Winner of multiple AVN awards. She was nominated into the Hall of Fame for Urban X in 2017. She has been consistently voted favorite ass by the fans. You can't take that away. And I was very shocked when I saw this. I don't think that you know, but you have almost 1 billion views on multiple tube sites. 1 billion. We ain't talking about million. Talking about 1 billion. What a B. And we're talking about Two Cheeks Back. Two Cheeks Back again. I made that up. My sister from another mister, Miss Jada Stevens.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me. I didn't want to do this until I had your stamp of approval. It's been a long time coming. I've been pressured into doing this, and then I walked away from it. And I think the timing had everything to do with it. There are certain things, like when you guys see this, you know whose signature that is.
Yeah.
You know who made this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Correct. So I had to have everything in place for us to do this. Like, I'm very particular when it comes to certain things. And like I said, I felt that you've been monumental to my career. When we had the Up That White Ass Volume 4. Yeah. So that shit was funny because a lot of people don't know. This is things that, do you remember what happened that day?
Refreshed, but I will.
When we're walking the bridge and the 2 Hispanic guys. So, okay, I'll refresh your memory. And you're going to laugh. That's fine. Remember, there was 2 Hispanic guys, and one of the guys wanted to take a picture with you because he was getting ready to go to jail for murder.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, my God.
So the funny thing is me and you, we up there filming, and they're like, yeah, what's up, homie? Like, what you guys doing? Like, yeah, we shooting some YouTube stuff, man. He was like, yeah, she's fine, homie. You mind if I take a picture with her? And I looked at you like,
we're like, okay.
You go take a picture? It's like, okay, cool. It's like, yeah, man, I like being here. Like, this is my last time on the beach. And me and you like looking at each other like, why is this last time on the beach? And he was like, yeah, I'm getting ready to go to jail for murder.
We both looked at each
other like, God damn. I was like, all right, don't panic.
Let's
I'm
go.
panicking. It was like, all right, like, let's hurry up. I was like, damn. It was so funny because we had that. I was nervous that day because this was my first time actually shooting you for anything. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to do so well. I didn't want to make you look bad. I'm like, I finally got a chance, and I just want everything to be perfect. And besides, I mean, even that, it kind of broke the ice with that dude coming in to talk to us. But then it's like I had you in the water. The water was cold. You was like, I don't know how long I could do this. I said, all right, so I'm going to hurry up. We're gonna get up out of here. But everything flowed. Was that your first time working with Prince?
Yeah. I want to say so, yeah.
And that was, if it wasn't, because you did anal that day. Mm-hmm. You did butt stuff.
Yes.
Maybe we might have to cut that out or
butt stuff.
Yeah. So that's what made that scene stamp me. Yeah. And it was also, we're getting a tail end of the wave of Elegant Angels powerhouse directors when they were like a powerhouse. No disrespect to anybody out there that was a part of that tail end. I was a part of that tail end. But I think that once people saw you and Prince together and it was amazing, kind of stamped me.
Yeah, and that was an epic scene. Like,
It
definitely
was.
one that I remember, you know?
Yeah, you was nervous.
Yeah.
You was nervous. So it's like I went from being nervous. You went from being nervous. And the only person I felt was like ready to go was him.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I ain't worried about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that scene was, I think it got nominated. I'm not sure. But you know, that's the only room that anybody's ever filmed in. Nobody's ever filmed in that room in that location.
That's crazy.
But it's not, because that room is so small.
Well, but I mean, just considering the fact of how many movies are shot and scenes are shot, you know?
Man,
So,
God.
yeah.
They still got scenes and stuff being shot right now. It's insane. It's turning into like the new Einie location.
Yeah.
So we can drop like these names, and I know some of you guys won't understand, but you're gonna have to do your research. And you've seen these locations if you paid anything,
or if you're really in the industry.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't been to these locations, like you probably don't belong. But anyway, for the people that don't know you, where does Jada Stevens come from?
I came from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta.
ATL.
And you know what? That's fitting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've always felt that you had flavor. When you came into the industry, everybody was talking about you, but nobody really knew how to describe you. They was like, hey, she got a fat ass and she's brunette. And I was like, bro, like that doesn't help us at all. You know what I mean?
She's got a fat ass, she's brunette, she does black guys and anal. That was the
Yeah, that was the thing. Like,
that was it.
And we gonna get there. Fuck it, let's go there. You hit the ground running with that pretty early in your career. Mm-hmm. Like that was, and it was a taboo thing, but it wasn't.
It wasn't, because it was my real life. It's stuff that I was down to do. I was ready.
So you was doing that before?
Yes.
Oh, it wasn't just a money thing?
Maybe not to the extreme of all the anal, but the black guys, the BBCs, the blowjobs, all that stuff, yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like when I got in the industry, it wasn't really a big thing. It's not saying I was the first one to do interracial, but definitely one of the staples of what made it hot.
Because that when people would ask you what you would want, you would tell them BBC. Yeah. And they said, well, what about, are you a racist? Yeah. Do you not like white guys? And
when I was 18, I definitely did not want white guys. I was like, I want to only work with black guys, you know?
And that's your preference. But that was at the time, I don't think nobody was doing that. And so many people tried to change your mind.
Yeah.
I remember that. I'm like.
And then they kind of forcefully changed it. You know, that's just what they were, you know, when I went through, I got more mainstream and bigger. They kind of pushed me that way. Everybody's like,
like, see?
Yeah.
See, if you do with us, we'll take care of the rest.
Yes.
Because I remember us talking about it. I didn't say anything because it's like when you're in the industry, and even though I wasn't a performer, it's like you wear that as a badge of honor. Like, yeah, she only wants to do us.
Yeah.
And you know, like around that time, there wasn't a lot of directors that were black. I think DeVoe, Joss Stone,
damn,
Marie Loves X-Man. Oh my God, LT was around. Lee G.
That just shows you there wasn't a lot. The fact
it wasn't.
That we can't think of it.
It wasn't, and it was, but they weren't. Lex.
Yeah.
Let me stop. Josh Stone. Justin Slayer. Yeah. How can we forget him?
He was like
Dwayne Dane. You remember Dwayne Dane?
Yeah.
So when you came, I think that it was very. I think you came in around the perfect time where we had the staple girls, and you just came in and you were different. You were short, you were curvy, and I think that's when people started to notice you because of your request and your preference, and it caused like this drama.
Yeah.
And it was
it definitely was a drama.
Funny. Yeah, I mean,
a drama with all my agents.
Yeah.
Everything.
And it became to the point to where How many agents did you go through your first year?
All of them but Spiegler. But my first year, I went through 3. I went through Alternative Modeling, LA Direct, and Gold Star. So those were like the top, the top at the time, you know?
And none of those, besides Spiegler, none of those agencies are around anymore.
No, which is wild, right?
Yeah, because those were staple.
They were the top of the top. If you were anybody, you were between LA Direct and Gold Star, and maybe what?
And Spiegler. Those were like the top 3. Like,
yeah, Spiegler like is a good friend of mine now, and I never wanted.
Good friend of mine. I'm gonna try to get him on here too.
I never wanted to disappoint him, so I just kept him as a friend and not an agent.
I'm kind of glad that you didn't go with Spiegler, because we got a chance to know you and your personality.
Yeah.
Because Spiegler's rule is like, hey, we're gonna design this and you roll with it.
Yeah.
And if you don't,
yeah,
deuces. Like, we out. So where did you start? You didn't jump right into the business. What were you doing before this?
I was a dancer in Atlanta. I started out at Follies, which was a small little
like one of them hole in the wall
hole
things.
in the wall. Like
those are the best.
Those are the best. It was my favorite, you know. And then I upgraded to Pink Pony, which is like where all of the bad white girls go.
The Pogs.
The Pogs.
That's a new.
Just in general.
That's a new term.
But Pogs. But even the ones that weren't the Pogs, like Atlanta has pretty girl. It did. Now it's like crazy. Not saying that they're not pretty now. It's a whole just level. Sorry.
Shots fired.
It's like, but women are pretty in the South. It's just what it is, you know. And it's like even we had like sets of like 80s rock, you know what I mean? Rock sets, 80s girls, and even the women that were like older at the time, like 40, were fucking fine, you know?
Yeah, I mean, because those were the ones that like, I like to call the foundation women.
Yeah.
Where they had like the long hair and they had like those like bikinis that,
the tan lines and the big tits and stuff. But I looked up to those girls because I was like, damn, I can't wait till I get a body like that.
That was a level.
Yeah.
Right. There's like, get to this level.